So, if you're watching this video, I assume you just got your new starter kit in the mail. First thing you want to do, which I'm sure you already have, open her up and check it out. You should have 2 batteries, 2 clearomizers, a bottle, a wall adapter, and a charger. Simple, simple. You also got a bottle of liquid. Hopefully a very nice flavor. I got the signature blend right here. I'm going to go ahead and use that for this demonstration. I do love that. Okay, so your batteries come charged. Theoretically, you should be able to pull it out of the package, just as it sits, and pick a clearomizer. And all you do is screw this onto this, and you'll feel as you push this on that the clearomizer is slightly spring-loaded, just a little bit, and that's so that the little contact inside of here can make contact with this right here. And that's very important. Over time, this can get wet. It's good to keep that cleared out if you can, but whatever, just try to keep it clean. It's inevitable. So, that's not easy. I don't know what easy is. You just screw the top on. Now, to fill it up, you want to unscrew the black part off of the top. So grab your clearomizer, not the battery, and unscrew the top gently. Pull it out. You'll notice on here, there's a little rubber washer, O-ring type of thing. Make sure that stays on there. If that is not on there, your e-cig will leak. And typically they don't leak. With this washer missing, it will leak, and they don't come off very easily. I'm really making this overcomplicated, but I'm trying to give you all the details, so bear with me. I just want to make sure I'm telling you everything you need to know. Now, you'll look inside here, and you'll see a wick that goes up and down, and on the other side, let's see if you can catch it. You can see the little numbers on there. These tanks hold 1.6 milliliters. You want to fill it right up to the top. Basically, you want to fill it right up to the bottom of that white silicone cap right there. That's the money spot. Any higher than that, you're going to get into trouble with flooding. Now, what I want to show you next is very important. It's not the end of the world, but you see the little small circle inside there. That is that shaft you can see sticking up right there. Try to avoid getting liquid into that if you can. It's not the end of the world if you do, but any liquid that goes in there is going to come straight out the bottom and get into where I just showed you inside of here. And it just bubbles, it gurgles, it's a messy mess, and nobody likes a messy mess. Next thing you do, don your favorite liquid, which right now I'm going to vape the Vape 33 signature blend. Very sweet, savory. It's got a little bit of everything in it. It's good though. I like to give the bottle a little tap just to get any extra drops off. You'll see as you pull it out, it has a drip. Okay, now when you fill your e-cig, I like to hold this at an angle and hold this up and down and actually touch the tip of it. You can see I'm touching the tip to the inside, almost like where the threading is on this e-cig, and gently squeeze, and you can see the liquid slowly oozing down. Don't rush this, especially your first time. Take it nice and slow. I'll move down so you can see how slow I'm pushing that liquid in there. And your first fill is always the trickiest, and it's not that tricky. You just fill it up. No big deal. Little tap, tap, tap. Go back for a second one. And if you push it down in there just right, you can get the bottom of your glass dropper wedged right between that metal tip and the side of your cardo. You don't want to push too hard, you don't want to put too much pressure on it. And just fill it right up. And you can see where I'm at. One side's higher, one side's lower than that. And when you stand it up and let the liquid settle, it's pretty much right at the bottom of that little washer. It doesn't have to be right there. So, in theory, right now, I can start vaping this. Well, first you gotta put your cap back on. Push your cap in. Here's a trick, just to save you from cross-threading. If you've ever worked on a car, you know this. But when you put your cap on, spin it backwards until you feel it. You might even be able to hear it. Listen. Click. Anyways, you'll feel it and you'll hear a really soft click. When you hear that, stop and start turning it the other way and just snug it up. So right now, this e-cig is ready to go. You can hold it upside down. It's not going to leak anything out. You bring it back up, and I recommend doing that when you first fill it up. You want to get that wick wet. It's very important. And you need to keep this wick wet as you vape. As you vape, this liquid is going to go down, 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 down. With this style of clearomizer, though they are easy to use and easy to fill, and they don't leak, you know, short of catastrophic damage, you don't want to let them get too low, or the wick starts to get too dry, especially if you're using it a lot. And like when I say a lot, I mean like repeatedly, over and over and over again. And chain vaping is what it would be called. If you're doing that, it's easy to dry the wick out if the liquid is getting too low. So anyways, here we are. This is all real time. I'm not cutting, editing anything. I'm jumping from camera to camera. Oh, here's a very important part. How to turn it on. As you can see right now, there's the button that turns it on. And I can push it and nothing happens. I can hold it down for as long as I want. Nothing happens. The trick is tap it 5 times. 1, 2, 3. The light will flash 3 times. Now it's on. Now when I push the button, it lights up. Ooh, you can hear that. Here, let me move in close so you can hear it. That's a good noise. Hopefully it's a good noise. Start off with your first drag after filling up a brand new clearomizer. Very quick, very short, and taste it. If you taste burnt, nasty, foul-smelling stuff, you either have a bad clearomizer, which happens occasionally, or your wick's not wet enough. So let's see what happens. Oh, I taste sweet fruity goodness with a savory touch. That must be our signature blend. It's good. So now I'm going back for a full drag. Oh, good Lord, that's delicious. And that's all it takes. It's just that easy. Now that you've got your clearomizer full, no big deal. You can have 10 of these, you can have 20 of these with individual flavors in each one. Boom, done. Swap it out, grab another one, put it on. Swap your flavors out. Like when I was using these, I had a holder that I made that had 7. So I had 7 flavors going at once just to bounce back and forth for different times, different things. But I'll put this back on because that is delicious. Excuse me while I vape for a second. That's good. I've been vaping the Mountain 33 in my monstrosity here. This is a E-Vic with a Bella tank on top. Finicky, hard to use, but whatever, you probably, maybe, I don't know. So, you got it filled up, you're using it, you're vaping it, your battery's going to go dead eventually. You'll know, it'll start to hit weaker and whatever. You'll notice when the battery's getting close to being dead. Or it'll just stop and won't work anymore. Here is how you charge it. Get out your charger and take a little zip tie off. They're pretty simple. If you've ever charged a phone, you'll figure this out. You plug your USB port into here, and you plug this into the wall, obviously. And here is the brain of the charger. You'll see right here that there is a threaded piece, and your battery will thread right on to here. You thread it on, plug it in, that little LED right there will be red. While it's red, it's charging. Usually takes, for a full dead battery to charge, 3 to 4 hours. It'll probably be faster than that because I rarely would tap one of these batteries out in the whole day. They last all day. It's 1100 milliamp battery. It's a good sized battery. Anyways, when it's done charging, I believe this light will flash 20 times. It's crazy, but it'll flash, 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 and then it turns green. As soon as it's green, you know your battery's charged. Take it off and use it, or store it somewhere, set it aside. And my recommendation is, when you're vaping with one battery, have your other one on a charger, or charged. Have it ready. Always be ready. That's the biggest thing about using this kit, or using any e-cig, is always be ready. Always have a backup. Don't ever rely on just one clearomizer. Go out for the day, have a clearomizer, whatever. But once you start vaping, you're not going to want cigarettes anymore. Once you start vaping, and say you go out and you drop it, you bust it, something happens, your clearomizer is bad. Of course, you could always go buy a pack of cigarettes. Whatever, not a big deal. But you're not going to want to, because as soon as you start vaping, I dare you, after a week, go smoke a cigarette. It'll probably taste like you're licking the bottom of an ashtray. That's what it was with me. I smoked for 20 years, 2 packs a day. Loved it. Loved smoking. Didn't want to quit. Had no intentions of quitting. But I was wheezing at night. I could tell it was killing me. And I didn't want to do it anymore. So now I do this. And when I go back and start and try to smoke a regular cigarette now, it's horrible. I don't want anything to do with it. Anyways, that's the kit. I think that pretty much covers it. There's not much more to it. This little bottle here, you pick your favorite liquid and put it in there. If you have trouble with the dropper bottles and filling these up, you can use this. It's a great little thing to have. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoy the kit. If you have any trouble, check out the FAQ, check out the rest of the tutorials page, check out troubleshooting. Email us, info@vape33. I will, or call, the number's up there, leave a message. I will personally call you back. I want to help you use this device. I want to make sure you're satisfied with your purchase. Thanks for shopping at Vape33. Have a good day.